Okay, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you played both of these games back in the late 90s. And I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Iconic JRPGs, iconic games on the franchise. A lot of fans consider Final Fantasy VII the best in the entire series. Me personally, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VIII, without a doubt one of my favorite video games of all time. But today's video is not about the old school versions. And today is a very special day for me because I just got something very cool in the mail, and it's something that I never thought that we would get. And of course that I'm talking about the twin pack of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remaster for the Nintendo Switch. And greetings YouTube gamers, welcome to another episode of Retro Raider. My name is Johnny Retro and welcome to the channel. So yeah, I just got this bad boy on the mail today and I decided to make a video sharing it with you guys. Just talk a little bit about these remasters and show you the physical cartridge, the physical release of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII on a cartridge. And believe me guys, 2020, and it's just weird to say this, but yeah, Final Fantasy VII and VIII are on a physical cartridge for a Nintendo console. Now let me just tell you a quick story about this because you guys know me, there's always a story behind it. I ordered this months ago on PlayAsia and I knew that it was going to take a while, and the problem was that I got this in December, but it was caught in customs. So I had to wait around 3 weeks more or less for the customs to release this, and I had to pay an extra 25 euros. And I usually don't like to talk about prices guys, but hear me out. I've paid in total 80 euros for this. So I think it was around 55 euros on PlayAsia with shipping, and yeah, the customs just caught me. And this is just a heads up for you guys, especially if you live in Portugal. This is what you get. You got this package right here from PlayAsia. Then this is the problem right here, and I just have to cover the address for obvious reasons. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see right here the declaration with the receipt, with the price tag. So yeah, it is what it is, and PlayAsia is a private company, so of course that they are not going to ship this to you as a gift. And usually I order a lot of stuff from Asia, you know, from Hong Kong, from Japan, but usually it's on eBay, and of course that this is not legal, but it is what it is. Sometimes I order, I message the seller, and I ask them if they can, just ship it as a gift without the price declaration, and in that way, usually it doesn't get caught on customs. But that's what I do, and I'm not saying for you guys to do it. So to keep the story short, yeah, I did overpay for this, but I mean, it's Final Fantasy, especially Final Fantasy VIII, because my goal with this was to have a physical copy of the remaster of Final Fantasy VIII. And since it is a double pack that includes Final Fantasy VII, I mean, even better. And I know that people are trying to flip this on eBay, but I mean, just check on your local store because some stores are getting this in very, very limited quantities, but you might be lucky. But hey, I have no regrets. This was my Christmas gift to myself, and yeah, it had to happen because, Final Fantasy VIII. I love this game. So what I'm going to do now guys is to show you the package and the actual cartridge, so let's take a closer look at the twin pack of the remastered version of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII for the Nintendo Switch right after this. And here we are back again guys, so here we have it, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, Twin Pack, physical release for the Nintendo Switch. And as you guys can see, I already took the liberty to take off the seal. My bad, but I just couldn't help myself and I had to give it a try. So yeah, here we have it. Unfortunately, this was not released outside of Asia. So this is an Asia exclusive, but of course that it will work on your PAL and your PAL region and NTSC North America. It will work, and it will also play in English, so you have the option to play on the original Japanese or in English, which is always a good option. So this is the front of the cover right here. Classic Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII artwork. Square Enix right here. It would be cool if if it said, you know, Squaresoft. Of course that it would be impossible, but yeah, the good old Squaresoft. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, twin pack right here. And some extra information about the games on the back. And but I bet that you already know everything there is to know about these two games. And if you never played Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy VIII, I mean, please give it a try. If you like the series, if you like Final Fantasy, if you like JRPGs, especially 7. Although 8 is my favorite, but 8, it's really a mix here. It kind of divides the fans. Either people hate it or people love it. Me personally, you guys know, it is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. But it is a hard game. It is a hard game, and it has a very complex, you know, battle system. Yeah, it is a complex game. Although Final Fantasy VII, if you never played any Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VII is a very, very good way to start, to get into the series. But we are also going to get the remake of Final Fantasy VII. So if you want to wait for that, you know, do it. But if you want to have, you know, the classic feel, if you want to have the classic experience, just grab this and play it on the Nintendo Switch, because you have the option to play, of course, you know, both on the go and or your television. So I think this is a good option right here. And you don't need to get the physical. You can get these digital. Yeah. Now let's check out the cartridge, and let me warn you guys that this is going to be very, very disappointing. And here is why. Ta-da! Yeah, just a cartridge. I mean, the cartridge is cool. And again, I still can't believe it that I'm holding a physical cartridge. You know, Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII on a cartridge. But here it is. And for a Nintendo system. This is awesome. But yeah, but my complaint about this is that no manual, no artwork, just white, plain white. Yeah, this was very, very disappointing. Still, I have no regrets, because, again, the physical thing, you know, as a collector, as a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII, especially Final Fantasy VIII, as somebody that grew up playing these games as a kid, I don't regret this purchase at all. But please, I mean, just a little bit artwork, I mean, wouldn't hurt. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, since I ordered this from Play Asia, I got this right here. It's backwards, sorry. Yeah, Play Asia sticker going on here. And I also got a coupon, which I have to fold because I don't want to share the code. And yeah, I can use this coupon on my next order with $5 US off. But to be honest, guys, after this experience right here, with the customs and all, I don't know if I'm getting anything else very soon, in the near future from Play Asia. But just because I had a bad experience, that doesn't mean that it will happen to you. As a matter of fact, I know people that have ordered stuff from Play Asia here in Portugal, and it didn't stop in customs. But maybe it was bad luck for me, but it is what it is. Now, to sum it up, guys, and before I end up this video, this was just a quick video to show you guys the physical copy of both of the games for the Switch. I just had to make a video about it because, again, and I know that I'm repeating myself, but I'm a huge fan of the series. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII. I can't wait for the remake. And of course, Final Fantasy VIII it's one of the most amazing and special games that I ever played. And yeah, I'm not going to make a review or anything like that. It will be pointless. Everybody knows these games. And these are not remakes, these are just remasters. But from the first couple of minutes that I've tried, both in handheld mode and on the television, it looks good. It looks sharp. It is what you expect from a remaster. Although, the Final Fantasy VIII remaster here, it took me a while to get used to because, you know, the models were completely changed. They look very good. the animations, etc. Very polished, but the problem is the backgrounds. I don't think that they touched a lot on the backgrounds, so sometimes it feels like these new models don't fit on the original backgrounds. But yeah, it is what it is. And not only that, but these two versions, I think that you can speed the game a little bit. You can also avoid the random encounters, so you can have a more, let's call it, a modern experience with it. But yeah, like I said, overall, I'm very, very happy with this purchase. And this was the twin pack of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. And fingers crossed, because in the future, I would love to see a remake, a full remake of Final Fantasy VIII. Maybe for the next gen, who knows, PlayStation 5, the new Xbox, even PC, just make it happen. And fortunately we are getting the remake of Final Fantasy VII, but please just make the remake of Final Fantasy VIII. Please. Fingers crossed. And there you go, guys, this was the twin pack remaster of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII, the physical release on a cartridge for the Nintendo Switch. And please let me know down below what do you think about this physical release, and let me know if you also got it for your collection. And just for fun, let me know what is your favorite Final Fantasy from these two right here. Final Fantasy VII, or are you like me and Final Fantasy VIII all the way? Let me know down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to put a like on this video, please subscribe to the channel, and take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community, and game a lot.